Hey, what's up? I wanted to try and start a thing where I would come and talk to you guys about, I don't know, I guess what life is like after heroin. Not like the preachy fucking bullshit though, where I tell you that you need to believe in God or like this way works or that way works because I don't fucking know what works. I mean, I'm doing what I'm doing and it's working for me, but who knows if that would work for the next person. But I just think it's crazy sometimes how things can really change. Um, you know, like I want to say about 3 years ago, I was homeless and living bouncing around and didn't really have jobs. Sold little bits of drugs here and there, and just did like massive amounts of heroin and crack and whatever else I could on a daily basis. And now I just started my own business for graphic design, and I'm getting clients. I just got my biggest job today. It's my second client. It's a landscaping company, and they want me to make like some logos and shit, which I think is kind of cool. It's a lot better than um, better than abscesses on your thighs and fucking jail trays and fucking dope sick and blah blah blah. I don't know. It took a long time to get there though. It definitely took a long time to get to where I am now. And I definitely think that like I could go back easily. Not super easily, but you know, I have to put steps in every day in the little things, that keep me away. And but also not only keep me away, but keep me stable when I do fuck up so that I can kind of like reclaim where I'm at. Because one thing I fucking hate about AA is that you screw off one time, right? And now you have to fucking start over from scratch, and it's just like, screw you, guy. You made a mistake. Go back to fucking square one. I don't think that that's right. I don't. Um, I think that every day that you're doing something better is progress. You're doing something with your life, chasing your goals, being true to yourself, learning who you are. If you got high 29 days this month, but last month you got high 30 days, well, then you're improving. And I don't mean that as like a fucking, excuse. Some bullshit like, oh, I'll just get high every day except one a month and I'll be okay. I mean, it's progress. It's progress. And it's learning to, love life and love yourself and all that fucking gay shit that you hear about that never really rings any bells because we've heard it so many fucking times that it's just the mindless babble of people who work in that industry of making money from insurance off of drug addicts, I guess. I don't know. But I know that like I am happy, and even when I'm upset and I want to fucking trip on a knife, I'm happier than I was before. In a general sense. In a general sense. Um I think one of the biggest things that I struggled with for a long time was that I felt like I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What do I like? I don't like shit. I might as well get high, right? That seems too hard. This is weird. That's uncomfortable. Blah blah blah. And I was stuck in like that fucking mind trap for so long, man. Like, I think, I think that's something that I've seen Is it like a common denominator around a lot of people who like do drugs and then like, you know, think they want to be clean just because the consequences were negative, and they don't want to deal with it anymore, which I guess is why we all stop, right? But it's the lack of like follow through, I guess, and so to speak. Let me be more clear. Like, I like to game, right? I game pretty hard, I'd say. Get really into it. I just bought a gaming laptop, partially for my business, but also so I can game my balls off. And it's I love it. But I had to get there because I used heroin from like 18, 17 to like 25. I wasn't fucking playing Xbox. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't fucking playing like games on the computer, you know, when I was running the streets doing that shit. And so when I got clean, I was like, I was like, I don't really know, you know. But it took work. I thought it was cool, and it took work. Weird thing to put work into gaming, right? But after getting used to it and putting some work in and getting rewards from like starting to get kind of okay and then get a little better and get a little better, you know, I started to feel good, and it was like a skill. It's almost like a skill that you build, you know. But it's not, you're not just like born with knowing what you like, you know. You're not just born with like, well, I like playing cards, and I like fucking trigonometry, and blah blah blah. You gotta find that shit. And I did that over time. You know, gaming, my graphic design. I got my family. I'm a pretty family oriented person. Biking, that was not by choice. I like that now. That's not by choice because I was on probation and I don't have a license. I was on probation and I didn't have a license and I had to ride my bike there all the time. And that was really super bogus. But I started to enjoy it after a while. And now I do. I actually go on bike rides for fun sometimes, which sounds really weird. Feels really weird. I don't know. I just never would have. I never would have like imagined that like things get to where they are now, and I probably won't be able to imagine it in a couple months. But you know, I think that I'm really happy where I'm at, and I'm really happy with the way things are going, and I'm willing to continue to put the work in because everything that I associated with myself, those behaviors, those character traits, those fucking self-destructive, like core ideals, narcissistic like values. I don't know. I just was like, well, it's not working. And I'm gonna die if I don't stop doing what I'm doing. So I like, you know, tried every way I could to get better. And it was actually drug court that really got me there. 3 years of drug court on my ass, helping me to realize that I had, you know, a lot of worth and potential. And I nowadays I use this like this image in my mind, and I don't know if like this video will get taken down from me explaining this, but I was using heroin intravenously. I don't know if that's like bad for YouTube or whatever, but I was sitting on this like leather chair, and I didn't have any clothes on, and I was trying to hit, you know, all over, and like I couldn't. I was super swollen because along with the heroin, I was also injecting the like coke too, and crack, and like the stuff you use to do that's like really acidic and just messes your body up, I guess. I don't know. But I was like bleeding and like, you know, like crying, like I'm withdrawing, I can't hit, I don't know what to do. And I kind of, I keep that now, you know, when I'm upset because of some BS. And it helps me like realize how I don't want to say small, but how my problems today are something that I would much more rather deal with at any given time than my problems back then, you know? Living on the street, you're dope sick, you have to go and like steal, like go to Meijer or Walmart or something and steal some stuff and go through all this BS, or else you're gonna get deathly ill. And like, come on, you know? What do I get mad about today? Like, oh no, I gotta pay my bills. Like, oh no, I gotta go to work and I'm tired. Like, I don't know, it's that dumb shit. Dumb shit. I mean, I'm like overgeneralizing, I think, a little bit, but I think you get the point. And it's cool. It's cool. It's worth it to be where I'm at. And if I got high tomorrow, it wouldn't be all for nothing either. I would just get up the next day and keep fucking going, right? Because that's what we all gotta fucking do anyway. So fuck it. Get up. Fix it. Or else you're just gonna continuously live in a pile of shit, right? I mean, that's what I say to myself. I'm not telling you. I don't really care what you do. But that's like what works for me, I guess. And if you've watched this far into the video, then obviously you're interested. I had someone text me today in the last like couple of days, and they were telling me like how hopeless they felt and how their life was a joke and they're just continuously going back and forth, and they just hated their life and they felt like they had no worth whatsoever. And I may sound like an asshole. I am. It's cool, man. But you know, I told them like, you know, that's your choice to continue to do the things that you do that put you in those situations. Continue to be around the people who do those things that put you in those situations. And all that feeling bad, all that sadness, frustration, I think it really amounts to self-pity. That's what I think. And I think, you know, if you sit around and you tell yourself, I can't get clean, I can't do this, I can't do that, that's just garbage, man. It's like this self-pity, like, I don't even know what to do. Like you're in a muck, you know, you're in a mire and you just don't want to put any work in to get out, you know. I don't know. I know I still feel like that sometimes. But I don't let it dictate my actions anymore. I don't know. Fuck that. Because that's like, you know, you might as well be dead. You're giving up. Giving up. I'm sad. I'm a piece of garbage. I don't know. Fuck. I might as well. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. You're choosing to do that. And it's like putting some excuse on it to like manipulate yourself, you know? I used to do that all the time. And it's not even like I'm sitting here telling you that, like, you know, heroin is terrible, which it is. But I'm more getting at, you know, like, if you're living that life and you're not happy with it, things can get better. And it's not perfect. I live at my fucking mom's right now. I have negative $11 in my bank account. But I'm working on my career. I just made a business investment. And I'm happy. I love my family. I'm around them a lot. I have a really pretty girlfriend. That's cool. You know, the good stuff. Stuff that takes time. I don't know if we all just gotta keep going. That's what I think. That's what I tell myself. So regardless of how you feel, you just gotta keep going. And I think that the important thing is, even if you don't know where the fuck you're going, is to get up and start moving. That view of what I just said. Not even knowing where you're going, but just hating where you are, so you get up and start running. That's what saved my life. That is what saved my life. Because I was trapped in a black box. And I was ready to die, and I was getting there. And then I couldn't take it anymore, and I just fucking ran. And I got somewhere. I got here. And I never thought that I'd be like at my parents' house. Which is obviously not somewhere I'm gonna be permanently, but I never thought that I would get the relationship with, you know, my mom to like move back with her after everything that went down when we were kids. When I was a kid, shit. Crazy ass fucking bullshit. But it did, and it's cool. And I'm pretty satisfied with the way things are. You know, but I think coming up here, maybe once a week, I'm gonna get on and talk about life after heroin. And if that's something you're interested in being a part of, then subscribe, because that's what's coming. Thanks.